Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, the Raven here, bringing you into the Gungeon action. This game is awesome. I still have a lot to learn. I'm very new at playing it, but the more I learn, the better it gets. It's insanely fun. It is the most fun gun violence you can have that doesn't involve killing other human beings or zombies or blood, gore, and guts. I mean, every almost every fight feel some of the fight every fight is awesome, but some fights it feels like the first bullet fight in the first Matrix movie when Neo and Trinity went to rescue Morpheus. It's like that fight and that scene in that movie like is so insanely awesome and intense. It's like in this game you get you feel like you're in that scene, like you're Neo or you're Trinity, and you're busting caps. Dudes are shooting at you, you're shooting at them. I mean, it gets insane. The music pumps. The awesome guns are awesome, and the crappy guns are crappy. It's amazing. But first of all, let's get started. You start off with 4 characters. There's other characters that are unlockable. I haven't unlocked them yet, but I know that you can. I play as the Marine, which I'm playing now because I am new. I'm still new to the game. I've only, I bought it like 2 or 3 days ago, and it's simple and fun, but there's so much to learn. But anyway, the Marine. I've tried all 4 characters, and I play with him the most because number one, his gun is the most accurate out of all of them, and it's not the most powerful, but the damage between his gun and the second and the most powerful main weapon is so negligible. You know what I mean? There's a difference. There is a slight difference. You notice it, but so what? Because the most powerful gun in the game is wielded by the pilot character. Out of all the default characters or whatever, that little laser pistol he has, I mean, it kicks a lot of butt. But the problem is its accuracy. The bullets drift. I don't know. I hate guns where the bullets drift unless it's like spraying long distance and the bullets are powerful like an AK-47. But like the Uzi, there's a couple of guns I hate bullet drift. I need accuracy, and the Marine's sidearm is the most accurate, I believe, out of all 4 of the default characters. Also, he comes with the most armor and health, and he also gets a free gun refill. So when you do find one of the ultra powerful, super good, guns, and you're running low on bullets, it's like, hey, you got a free supply drop. You know what I mean? It's like, that's insanely useful. So I guess he was kind of designed that way. I guess the creators of the game decided, hey, we need a guy that's good for the noobs. And I am a noob, but I don't think I'm the worst noob that's ever played. I think I'm pretty good at the game. I'm pretty decent. I've made it to the 3rd chamber so far. I haven't seen a third chamber boss yet. I got killed like kind of soon after I got into the 3rd chamber, but I have beaten all 3 of the first chamber bosses and 2 out of 3 of the 2nd chamber bosses. I've only seen the Medusa once, and I lost to her, and I haven't had a chance to. I haven't had a rematch, so I mean, like I say, not the best. I don't think I'm the worst noob, but I am still a noob, especially the skill level required. It seems simple. It seems like you would think, well, it's just shoot at them before they shoot you, but there's just so much strategy. There's the enemy types, their bullet patterns, their behaviors, how fast their guns reload, how fast your weapon reloads. There's cover mechanics. There's everything you want in the best. Oh, and I love this gun. The Pox T-shirt cannon is one of the best guns in the game. It's amazing, but you do have to watch out for the green pools of liquid. They can poison you too, as well as the enemies. But I lost my train of thought. But it's Oh, I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. But anyway, we're in the shop. I'm just gonna continue forward. The shop. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes it has a lot of good things. Sometimes it has nothing in there, or it's so redundant or useless. I don't know. Shop I got mixed feelings about, but I wish I could remember what I was saying earlier. But each each situation, like the enemy bullet patterns, that's what it was. Enemy bullet patterns, and the enemy bullet patterns, their movements, their habits, everything like turns each situation into I mean it makes each situation so unique. There's I mean you one room and is so different from the next. I mean, and simple things like a table here or a box there. There was, like one room is completely empty. One room has a column in the middle. Like everything matters just about. I mean, because your bullets can be blocked by objects. Their bullets can be blocked. The shape of the room, the ability of the enemy to fill the room with bullets and patterns or whatever. It's like it's intense, and the music pumps. It's just so fun. Like. Also, I really love the whole gun theme. Everything is gun themed. All the enemies have to do with bullets in some kind of way. They've been mutated by the bullet land. There's bullet lore, bullet god. Like they create this whole bullet universe. It's so funny and tongue in cheek. It's just an amazing game, and it's so simple to pick up and play. However, you do need a good controller. I'm using a Xbox 360 controller for PC. I'm playing on Steam. I'm not sure if it's available for Xbox or but you can get it on PC at least, and I highly recommend it. It's just each situation gets unique. Everything matters. It's just fun. It's just really engaging. Like you take it. It can be frustrating at times because some of the bosses, like here we have the Bullet King. He's one of the 3 of the first 4 bosses. He's the Bullet King. There's none of them are. I mean, you just have to see for yourself. He's made way easier by the Pox T-shirt cannon though, because the liquid it leaves on the ground. Like he's a slow moving boss. Like he tends to just try to overwhelm you with spread shots and patterns, but because he moves slow, that allows the Pox cannon to poison the floor against him, and he's sitting in it, so he's taking damage from poison and your bullets, and that makes things so much easier, like insanely easy. I mean, and a lot of times though, I will say the boss battles, like it's a race against time because they're intense. They're filling the room with bullets. They're trying to bust a cap in your ass. So you have to. I mean, you have to put them down before they put you down, and it's like they have so much firepower. But here we go. I have defeated the Bullet King. I'm trying to learn to beat all of them with just my regular sidearm, but I'm just not that good yet. But when I get a good gun, it's awesome. But anyway, the Bullet King tries to overwhelm you with bullets. I have beaten him kind of often, and there's 2 more. I don't think he's the hardest out of all the first level bosses though. But none of them are easy. Like I mean, they're never easy. No matter how as my skill grows as I play, every time I encounter them, it's still not like, oh, I can mop the floor with this guy. It's like, oh crap, it's the Bullet King. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna do your best to defeat him, but you still got to be on your toes. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about this game. I guess I really dig skill-based games where it's just like. It's not half chance of this or chance of that. It's just, your skill with the controller and, you learning the mechanics of the game. And it doesn't have to do with, buying armor or upgrades. I mean, although getting good guns, it really helps, but that's part of the game's flow. That's not, a detriment or whatever. I hate these damn cubes. Like, I do feel that some of the enemies, they'll just piss you off. You know, just seeing them makes you mad. You're like, damn, this guy again. The cubes and the Iron Maidens, I would say, like here, just speaking of the devil, here's one, a piece of crap. Hate that thing. There's some enemies, they're insane. Yes, taking those things down is so relieving. And sorry for the silence. It's just I'm just studying. You just watching the gunplay. Like the gunplay is awesome. It's like their enemies have shotguns. Some enemies are homing bullets. Some enemies are mages and they just shoot. You know, they shoot so many spells and things. Some enemies chase you down. Some enemies knock you around. You would think, you know, they couldn't pack that much stuff into a game. You know, just about, you know, shooting at each other, but it's insanely, it's awesome. It's like you just have to play. I was recommending a controller. Yeah, I do play this game on Steam, and I do use an Xbox 360 controller. So it's like, you need the twin stick. It is a twin stick shooter. Like, you can play mouse and keyboard, but the controller feels so much smoother. It just makes it more intense because the controller isn't as pinpoint accurate as the mouse. It's like it gives it that extra air of uncertainty that you need, you know what I mean, to make it feel realistic, you know. So they just did a great job. Whoever thought of this game was a genius, you know. You can see at this point I'm getting low on health, so I'm like, you know, screw it. I might as well bring out the big guns, you know, because it's like I'm still trying to learn when to switch. Because some guns you want to save for the bosses, and some guns, the way they fire, there's so many crazy types of weapons and ammo. Some guns only are best on the boss. Some guns are best on the regular enemies. Some guns suck, just period. Like they're not good for anything. And then some guns, I mean, you just run the table as long as you got ammo. Like everything is dead. You know what I mean? And see, this is where I learned the hard way that the green pools, the t-shirt pools, poison you also. I think I was standing in one. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, see, I'm going to stand in this pool, and it's like, and I took a, you know, point of damage, and it's like, dang it, I wish I hadn't done that, but hey, you live and you learn. That's what's, you know, life is about. A big part of life is learning. Probably the whole thing is about learning, but so. And this game, there's a lot to learn in it, and the action is awesome. It's just really fun. I highly encourage you to buy it, especially it's April, so I think we're getting pretty close to the Steam Summer Sale. It might be on sale on Steam Summer Sale. If not, you know, it's still worth buying. $15 isn't terrible. I mean. In fact, $15 is great for the amount of enjoyment I get out of it. So yeah, $15 is really worth it. I paid full price because I mean my interest was just so piqued, and I couldn't wait. You know, I've been watching other YouTubers I follow play it, and you know, I was so curious. Why is he doing this? What does this mean? How does this work? You know, and the music kicks. But any game that has good music has a lot of my votes, you know what I mean? Like, man, these guys take so many bullets. And then it's like, you know, shape of the room, room hazards. You can fall into spike traps, fall in the water. Whew. It gets intense real quick. But this is a really good run. Like, I mean, it does come to an end. I haven't been, you know, but it's just. Some runs are really good, and that's another thing about this game. Like, you can't. It's skill based, but it's like, I mean, sometimes things just don't work out for you. Like they go south. Like, you know, there's, you know, too many mistakes on your part. Like made your hand slip on the controller, or you dodged into something when you should have dodged away from something. You know, or you forgot to you didn't press a button in time, that type of stuff. And then there's just times where it's like, oh crap, you're caught. The types of enemies in the room, like them damn cubes, like there's 4 of them, and you're trapped and it's a little island. You know what I mean? It's like they spam the whole room. So it's like there are some instances where it's like, damn it, but the positives far outweigh the negatives. And any game has its chance of folly. The chance that things go wrong, or just you don't have the luck or whatever. So it's it's negligible. You never feel like the whole game is cheap or whatever, which that can be a big problem with games of skill. It's like, okay, what was that? I'm trying to think what I set on fire there, but there's so many secrets in it or whatever. But yeah, the game never feels cheap. Sometimes it can feel unfairly difficult, but never cheap. Well, some of the enemies I feel are cheap. Well, I mean, I think their mechanics are cheap, but I don't think it was designed to be cheap. It's just my personal opinion of that enemy. You know what I mean? So here we are. We got another instance where somebody's special, or there's some secret locked behind a big cell key door, but I never received the big cell key. I don't know if I left it behind in another room, or if I just didn't recover a secret. Because there's secret chambers and rooms and stuff. It's more than just shooting people. And see, I didn't have keys for that chest, so oh well. But anyway, I was hoping there would be health in the shop, but there isn't. And then, but you can buy a key, but this needs a big cell key, which I've rescued a couple of people from that little prison or whatever. But unfortunately here I didn't find it, so oh well. That kind of sucks, because it's rare when those situations come up. So it's like when you want to have everything ready, it can be very disappointing. But every game has its ups and downs. Here, easy reload bullets, awesome. But I only have 1 point of health, so it's like without any more health, I mean, you have to be extremely good at the game to beat any boss without being hit. I've done it twice since I've been playing this, but those were under really good circumstances. So here we are, Evil Eye, the Holster. All the bosses have a gun-themed name, the Beholster. I think that's so clever and funny. And there's the gun humor. See it? I fell out. I walked off into that. Fell off into the water hazard and lost on. It's like, damn it. It's just simple mistakes, and then that's the end of it.